Hello, friends. It's Sam Chen reporting for WeaponizedNews.com. Today's June 5th, 2016. A radical communist socialist agenda for everyone to get paid by the government in Switzerland has failed. Why the Swiss voted no to a guaranteed basic income. Almost 80% of Swiss voters rejected a guaranteed monthly income Sunday. Under the proposal, Swiss adults would receive a government check of 2,500 Swiss francs or $2,563 each month, and children under the age of 18 would receive a check worth 625 francs. Although the proposal had almost no political support, it gathered more than 100,000 signatures, so it was put to a public vote under Switzerland's popular initiative political system. The idea of providing a basic income guarantee or big basic income guarantee has held currency on the political left for decades. More recently, some libertarians have also embraced the idea, seeing it as a cheaper, more efficient alternative to the current welfare state. Wouldn't it be better just to scrap the whole welfare system and write the poor people a check? Matt Zwolinski, an associate professor of philosophy at the University of San Diego, writes in an essay for the Cato Institute. Unlike other welfare programs, which encourage or require recipients to consume certain specific kinds of goods, such as medical care, housing, or food, a big simply gives people cash and leaves them free to spend it or save it however they want. Proponents also say a big would ensure a passionate workforce, innovation, and suitable working conditions. An entrepreneur can now be sure that people will come to her because they actually want to work with her. Motivation will become a prerequisite for a job application, writes Eno Schmidt and Che Wagner, co-designers of the Swiss referendum initiative for an unconditional basic income. On their site, Basic Income 2016, the applicant can also say no to unappealing job offers more easily. The threat of taking away a person's livelihood can no longer be used as a means to force employees to work under bad conditions. Truly amazing, the end of capitalism right here. But luckily it failed. Continuing. But the majority of Switzerland doesn't buy this argument and are instead weary of the idea, believing it would cripple the Swiss economy by eliminating all motivation to work. Of course, if the government's going to give you free handouts and tax everybody at 80, 90, 100%, what's the incentive to work, do hard, and be better and have a higher standard? There is none. And the government controls all, and you're dependent on government. And that's the path to a totalitarian dictatorship. Continuing, if you pay people to do nothing, they will do nothing. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? And other opponents say the guaranteed basic income would cause international implications. Theoretically, if Switzerland were an island, the answer is yes. However, the idea, as a member of parliament for the right-wing Swiss party People, Lucy Stam has told BBC, but with open borders, it's totally impossible, especially for Switzerland with a high living standard. And as famous Nobel Prize winning economist Milton Friedman said, you cannot have a welfare state with unlimited immigration. Open borders. It's economically unsustainable and bound to fail and collapse. But the socialist communists pushing this agenda, the left wing, knows this all too well. They're traitors to the poor, to the working man, to everyone, to try to implement their utopia that is just not realistic. They're insane people, left wing, radical, insane people. Continuing, if you would offer every individual a Swiss a Swiss amount of money, he said, you would have billions of people who would try to move to Switzerland. Of course, compared to its European counterparts, Switzerland's economy is faring well. Switzerland had an unemployment rate of 3.5% as of April, far below the Eurozone average of 10.2%. Finland and the Netherlands, with current unemployment rates of 9.8% and 6.4% respectively, are launching similar trial programs in the near future. Switzerland is the first country to put the concept up for popular vote. The Finnish experiment will take place in 2017 with 180,000 Finns receiving a basic income of 500 to 700 euros a month. This may be like a generous right for Finnish citizens to assume, but it is actually far less than the current average income of 2,700 euros in Finland. And under the Netherlands experiment set to take place starting on January 1st, 2017, 4 varieties of basic income systems will be tested among thousands of citizens and later compared to the current system. But campaigners of Switzerland's basic income said they anticipated defeat. For centuries, this has been considered a utopia, but today it has not only become possible, but indispensable. Ralph Kundig, a leader of the campaign, told AFP. And while the incentives slim chances were obvious, just getting a broad public debate started on this important issue is a victory. These people hate capitalism and they're authoritarians and want you dependent on the state. We must reject basic income at all costs. Do your own research about the dangers of socialism and communism. There is no utopia. Well, capitalism has its problems, and the free market, it's the best shot we have for independence and freedom. Subscribe to this channel, speak out, and take action.